What up, y'all? DCFAYGOGUY. Today we're going to do our gathering pickups, talk a little bit about the gathering, the experience, and all that good jazz. So let's just jump right into this. I'm going to start off with t-shirts. They had some really dope designs. I feel like they were lacking this year. Last year they had like a lot of merch. This year it wasn't quite as extravagant, but still definitely dope. One of the first ones that I wanted to get because I saw it last year, but ended up passing up on it. They had it again this year, so I went ahead and got it. But that was the Rick and Morty style Insane Clown Posse shirt. So absolutely had to scoop that bad boy up. But I just now realized that that's got like glitter on the front. I don't know if that's part of the design or not. No, that's not glitter. That's just the light from the window coming through. So I did pick that one up. Then one of the ones that caught my eye before I ever even got there, I had seen some of the pictures that people had posted, was the Soopa Hatchet Man ones. And I went with the Soopa Man. Nothing against Batman, but I feel like the Red Hatchet Man just looks better. Well, I like the Red Hatchet Man in general, so that was the front. This is the back. They had one, they had this one, they had a Batman themed one, and then they had one that basically had shown like some of the different previous gathering logos inside the Hatchman, and then on the back showed a list of all the gatherings, which I really already kind of have that with the Gathering 17 shirt, so I ended up passing that one up and just going with this one. But that was the first like trip, the first time we went, and then the next day I decided to go ahead and get this shirt as well because I felt like, yeah, the Hatchman says 20th anniversary or 20th annual gathering, but I didn't feel like I had an official gathering shirt, so I went back and picked this one up that had that fucking crest on it. The back just has a Hatchman, so I ended up going and picking that one up. This one's actually already been worn. I wore it the day that we drove home. Yeah, you can totally tell too. It stinks. One of the other things that I went that's like under the stack of shit that I have on the chair next to me, so it's going to get shown last, maybe, unless I can successfully. Oh, I successfully did it. Something else that they had last year that I passed up on and I went back and double checked again was to get myself another pair that actually fits me properly. Pair of shorts. So they had these camo ones. They had some basketball ones. They had the Soopa Hatchet Man. The Soopa Hatchet Man, they had that one there, and I thought about getting it, but I'm not a huge basketball short wearer except for like for pajamas. So I didn't. I decided not to get them, but I did get these ones. I have a pair already, very similar. They're a little more faded than this, different coloring, just a little bit, not quite as dark. But those were like a 5X pair of shorts. Might have been 4X. Needless to say, they're a 51-inch up to a 55-inch. I wear 46, 44, 46 is kind of where I'm at right now. This is 47 to 51, so it'll fit a lot better. Hopefully I won't have as much issues. I mean, the pair that I have are nice and loose, but anytime you take the belt off, you got to quickly grab your pants or they're hitting your fucking ankles. So let's dive into the CDs. Now, I told y'all the big one that I was going to pick up. Absolutely did pick up. The first time I went there, they didn't have it. Apparently it sold out. The second time I went back, they did have it. Or no, I'm sorry. The first time we went, I didn't even think to ask about it. So, but the second time we came back, they said they were out. By the third time I went there, they did have it. But that was, of course, the Supervillains hit list. This review was going to be dropping really soon because I listened to it while we were there, and again, a lot of the songs on here. This is basically a compilation album, and this is going to be hard as fuck for you guys to see this, but I'm going to try to get this in camera for you. Maybe my review will do it better justice. But right there at the end of my finger, that is the new Big Baby Records logo. So this is the first out of that little sub-label, if you will, of compilations that they're going to put out. So I know a lot of people were complaining that it's not actually a new CD and that it's, I guess a lot of people were calling it a cash grab because they just put out a CD of supervillains that isn't technically supervillains. It's kind of supervillains. There's some of them that are more or less officially supervillains, and then it's just a lot of Esham and J tracks on there. So I don't think it was ever meant to be taken as a new CD. I don't fully think it was necessarily meant to be kind of a greatest hits. I look at it as it's a compilation of super villain style type tracks. Esham, Violet J, you know what I mean? I mean, you got Chop Chop on here. I'm spending too much time talking about this, but I did pick that up. I actually picked up a second one, but this one belongs to the homie Echo Side Fiend. He's always hooking me up with some shit, so I owe him that. So that one is his. Also, of course, picked up the Have Nots low budget EP. I haven't even listened to this yet. I actually was hoping to, but I haven't put it in the CD player yet at all. So there's that one. I gotta find somewhere to stick this shit off to the side. How about right there on my phone? And then the last one that I was really kind of sad by, but the first time I went up, they said they were out. They said they sold out the day before, which wasn't even the first day of the gathering. Apparently they set up a little merch booth in the parking lot, let motherfuckers get shit early, which is kind of fucking shitty, but it is what it is. I went back the second time to ask them for the hit list. They said they were out, but they would go check to see if they were going to be getting more. So I asked them if they would ask about Forgotten Fresh's 6. Guy comes back with 2 of them and says the CD case is cracked. And I said, I don't care. I have more CD cases. So I did finally get Forgotten Fresh's Volume 6. I've been listening to it on Spotify, so this review will probably be the first one out of everything that I picked up that gets a review, because I've been anxiously wanting to do it. I almost bought it on eBay, afraid that they weren't going to have it at the gathering. Glad I held out. They were charging $40 at the merch booth. A lot of people that I heard at the gathering were kind of like, that was like their, nah, I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? But $40 at the merch booth versus $100 on fucking eBay. I got to have a physical copy of it. So I really hope they fully release it and don't charge so much for everybody else, because it is a good Forgotten Freshness. I don't know. I feel like it's a Forgotten Fresh. It needs to be available for everybody. So those are those CDs that I actually bought. But then there was also a Ninja Yakima Juggalo off of Twitter who came up to me the first day, said that he had something for me, a little collection of CDs. He said I would be the one of 3 recipients of this. He said he gave one already to Scotty D. He's given me a set, and then he was going to give a set to CPN. But he basically went through and he edited a lot of the music on this, kind of turned it up, kind of, I guess you could say he remastered it and put them out on these discs. So I'm just going to show the first one and just kind of go through. But it is the House of Crazy's albums. The way he put it was he edited the quality of them so that they more or less have like a good quality studio release. And I know that M&E actually put this one out, but again, he said he fixed some audio issues on them. So I'm definitely excited to peep that out. I haven't heard a lot of House of Crazy stuff, so I'm excited to give those a listen. I'll probably do like a review for it. It's not like an official release, but that slid right out like it shouldn't have. But I'm excited to give them a listen. I'll probably give them a little bit of a review of some kind. So I did get those given to me. Since we're talking about stuff given to me, obviously people are using the gathering as an opportunity to promote themselves. I was given this CD that I'll probably end up seeing a review. Not sure yet. But that was given to me, of course. You always get flyers and stuff, people trying to sell you stuff, promoting themselves. So, got to show everything I got, right? Technically, it was given to me. It was a pickup. While I was at the ABK booth, the merch salesman was such a salesman. He talked me into buying a bandana. I had only intended to get the Have Not CD, but point out the t-shirts, point out the bandanas. I felt like I was lacking in bandanas. So, felt right to have an ABK bandana, because that's kind of part of his look, is to have the bandana. And then the last but not least pickup we got, last year I wanted to go get something from it. Didn't end up doing so, because by the time I got there, everything was kind of picked over. and I'm specific on what I want to get and have hung. But ventured over to the Tomwood Traveling Emporium, picked up the Spirit of the Dark Carnival photo. This was the card off of the Into the Echo Side Oracle of the Three Rings epic card. So beautiful piece there. It was a torn between this one, the basically like the Oracle of the Three Rings there, that picture. It was also a torn between the Into the Echo Side there. He had frames of those. So eventually someday I'd think it'd be dope to have all the Joker cards, but wall space. Pick your battles. That's the one that I went with. And actually, while we were there, we just got there in time for D Lyrical to kind of come up, had a present for Tom Wood, and it was a diamond plate that had the Tom Wood Fantasy Art logo kind of cut into it. And I guess he did it all himself, so that was cool to be witness to that, to Tom Wood getting that gift. So that is everything that I got. We're already 11 minutes in deep, so I think we're just going to wrap this video up, have this be just a pickups video, and we will do a separate review of everything that happened because this is a fucking gathering and the shit was fucking dope. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. That is everything I got. Once again, to everybody that came up to me and said, what up? Shout out to y'all motherfuckers for showing the love. So I will see you guys next time, and I thank you guys for watching.